blueprint. This is my pro model wakeboard, Trever coming at you. But yeah, so the reason I named it the blueprint, well, I feel like this is the sickest wakeboard, so it's the blueprint for the perfect wakeboard, baby. It's got an abrupt continuous rocker line. I really like the continuous rocker line, but I wanted a board that would help me just get that punt off the wake, so we added a little bit more to it, made it that abrupt, and yeah, this board just, you know, pops really well. Getting into the base of this board, you know, we got a beveled edge across this whole board. I have a cable board in the line as well, and I'm a huge advocate for this beveled edge and just being able to like have the water go underneath the board, allowing you to feel like a little bit just more cozy on the water. So I wanted to bring that into my boat board, and that's why there is this beveled edge all the way from the fin to the fin. So when you do get into those power slides, those tricky situations, you can get out of those and just feel really comfortable. One of the other things about this board that was a huge key factor in making this was I just wanted to be able to get through the landings easier, let my back feel a little bit better, my knees feel great. So I added this spine all the way from the tip to tail on this thing. It's huge. And it actually made almost like these two tunnels, so it really spines up and makes a really nice spine across the whole thing, and it allows the water to dish out. So I mean, it just crushes the landings and just makes it really smooth and soft. And yeah, I felt like that was a huge feature that I needed into this thing. One of the other things that we did is I wanted to have screw-in fins. You know, if this board feels a little bit too slippery or a little bit too tight, you can always change those fins, and if we would have made them molded, it's a little bit harder to change the settings. So having that ability to change those is a big feature for me. So also, I really wanted to have an extra help with my pop. Sometimes I like to ride up the wake instead of being super explosive with my legs. I want that extra help from the board. So what we wanted to do is kind of scoop out the tip to tail, and that just kind of gives a little bit of that three-stage help. But by keeping that continuous rocker line on it, it keeps the board feeling really agile, but with the scoop, helps you get that, you know, nice lofty pop off the top of the lip. All right, so flipping it over to the top, you can really see that scooped out, you know, little three-stage rocker with the pocket that I was talking about. You can kind of see it in the glare, which is pretty cool. But another thing that was really important was the shape in general. I didn't want a board that was super thick and super wide in the tip and tail, because I feel like sometimes it's just a little bit too sluggish rail to rail. So it's a pretty narrow board and it kind of comes all the way down, but then I had it kind of get into a little bit of a diamond tip. And what that allows is you really to be able to throw the board from rail to rail. I want my board to just feel loose, feel like I can manipulate my board any way that I want. And with this board, the shape and the way that the lines run, it just allows for like really fun free ride feeling. All right, so yeah, this board comes in two different sizes. They're on the bigger side, 143 and a 147. I really like the 47, and I've never ridden a 47 before this board, so don't be scared to size up. This is the blueprint, and yeah, I'll say it now, I'll say it forever, but this is the blueprint to the sickest free ride board on the line, so let's go.